Hello everyone, this is Pilpoh and welcome to All the Mods 10 To The Sky. That's right, we're going to pop into options real quick and turn the music off because it's very loud. Let's just put it that way. And I'm going to change the GUI scale to 3 so we can see stuff a little better. So there we go. We are currently playing All the Mods 10 To The Sky. We've been waiting for this pack for the longest time, and I want to give a big shout out to Ollie and the ATM team for sending me a beta copy of this. Now, this pack won't be out for a couple of days, but I have got, like, obviously a preview copy of this, and we're just going to jump into it. And we're in. Now, I am going to change this to Pilpoh's ATM10 TTS, which is To The Sky, LP World. Let's Play World. There we go. I'm also going to use that as the seed, and I do believe the seed counts. I think it does. Anyway, we'll find out. I'm also going to put cheats on purely because we're on the beta version, right? And I want to like shift this over to be the, main version when you guys get it. As I said, I think this comes out on Sunday, and on Tuesday is when it comes out to the public. And I will be porting everything over to the official version and be using the CurseForge thing for it. So, yeah, stick around for that. Let's just jump into it. There we are. We are in the game. Now, there's a few things I'm going to do to get started with. Now, first off, obviously, you spawn on this big old island. And I think you can probably play the game just being on the starter island. It's a beautiful island, to be fair. You've got, like, a little area right here, which is going to be for your, like, sheeps and pigs and stuff. You've got a tree. You've got, like, a little greenhouse in here as well. You could probably get most of the quests done. You probably get all the quests done on this little island. But that's not what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to do /Skyblock. And then I think it's GUI. And then you just press enter. Create a new team. And you want to go and check out one of these. So this is the simple one. Simple Life. This is the one that we are currently on. But if you're playing on a server, you definitely need to do this because it will generate you a brand new like little area for you to play on. Really useful. Really, really useful. We've got this one right here, Witch Cottage, which looks really, really cool. Get it? Which looks really cool. Got a little cottage thing for you to have a look around. We got the default. I'm usually the person that goes for the default, but I think this, not this one. There's a Sanguine Sanctuary. One looks amazing. God, some of you guys are amazing builders, honestly. You got Steve's Staycation. Now, I'm very tempted by this one, if I'm honest, because it looks really cool. You got a little RV. It reminds me of the pack we played with... who was the one that made it? I think it was Generic B that made the Uncharted Expedition pack. Very cool pack, I will admit. And then go back to Simple Life. Now, we're just going to go default because we're basic. We are totally basic, I think. So, Pilpoh's team. And I'm just going to just do a create. And we're just going to teleport over there, I believe. There we go. Give it a second to load in. Now, I did say this is a beta pack. So there might be a few things that aren't fleshed out yet. Which is absolutely fine by me. But as you can see right here, all we've got is a decent amount of dirt, to be fair. This is actually pretty good. You normally don't get this much, do you? It's normally either one block right underneath the tree, or you get at least a 3 by 3, right? But they give you a decent amount of dirt right here. I like that. That's actually a really nice thing to get. So there's a few settings that I want to set up straight away. So let's do that. First thing is I'm going to press O, and I'm going to add the Euphoria, what is it? Complementary Reimagined plus Euphoria patches. So we're going to put on some shaders because, oh, it looks nice. It looks very nice. Now, I'm also going to do my thumbnail right now because I feel like that, oh, nearly fell off. I feel like the thumbnail, this is the best opportunity to do it. So I'm just going to do that real quick. Do something like this. Now, next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to change some keybinds. A few people actually asked about this recently in one of my ATM10 videos. And I'm going to show you the keybinds that I always do, if I can. So first thing is I search for the F key. And in this case, we've got swap to offhand, which is normally the F key, right? I feel like F is such a close key for everyone to be able to click or hold down or whatever, that I feel like it's like not utilized that well being on swap to offhand, considering I don't really do the swap to offhand that often, whereas I do ultimine a lot of the time. So I'm actually going to swap my ultimine key. It's usually the one, so you've got the 1 key on your keyboard. It's the one to the left of that. It's like the little tilde key. So if you don't want to change them, then that's where that one is. We're going to change it to F because I like that one. I'm also going to go in and I'm going to press G and search for all of the ones that have G on it. And I'm going to unbind. Didn't mean to do that. Key G. I am going to unbind. By the way, if you want to unbind something, you click on it and you press escape. And then on this one, I press escape on that one. And we're going to use the G key for something later on. We need to get into it first. So there we go. That's all of the little bits that I'm going to do to begin with. And we're just going to get cracking. So the first thing we should do, have a quick look at the quests. So welcome to All the Mods 10, now in the sky again. Because All the Mods 9 had a Skyblock as well, didn't it? So All the Mods 10 To The Sky is a kitchen sink pack that will allow you to explore a variety of different mods in your own way. Now, if you do have any questions, definitely go and join the ATM Discord. I'm on there. They are amazing. Honestly, if you've got any questions whatsoever, there will be someone in the specific chat that will be able to answer you. I've used it loads. I actually used it in my recent series even. So there it is. Now, this one right here, it wants you to create an FTB team. And then this one over here. In this mod pack, quests are optional. Mods are not gated behind any completions of any quests. So you can do the quests, but you don't need to. And that was loud. Sorry, I probably should have should have mentioned that. There we go. If you get any block, by the way, it does give you an oak sapling, which is actually quite useful for me. One of these, I think, is open curios. Yeah, that needs to be not bound instead. There you go. Now we can punch. This happens every so often. Anyway, there we go. So I'm going to get some logs. And the first thing we are going to make is, obviously, we're going to make some planks. But I'm going to make myself not a crafting table, but a crafting table on a stick. Now, you know I said about the G key earlier. You can put it in your curios, by the way, if you put it there. I'm actually going to go into my options, controls, keybinds, and do crafting on a stick, which is currently V, but everything's set to V. So I'm going to set that on to G. And now, if I press G, we've got a crafting table. Doesn't matter where we are. Be over here. G, crafting table. Beautiful, isn't it? So I'm going to convert the rest of those planks into a crook. And then using ultimine, which is me pressing the F key, I can do that right there. And it will give us some more saplings. Beautiful. And we can also do this. Now, you got to be careful with your ultimine because it does chomp through your food if you're not careful. But luckily, if we go back to the starting out quest, if you click on that one, you get yourself some steak. Just like that. We've also got this one right here, so we get a bit more stick as well, which is great. Done the crook. And the next thing it wants us to do is get some string. Now, it feels a bit weird putting it in that corner over there, so we're going to put it right here. And you'll never guess what we've got in this pack. Twerk. I love twerk. I played a Skyblock recently that I was just testing out, and it didn't have twerk. And my goodness, was it a pain in the bum to have to wait for like a tree to grow. It took ages. It took like 3 Minecraft days for it to grow. Yeah, that was a bit painful. Anyway, it wants us to get some string. So what we're going to do is we're going to grow up a couple of these. And I am going to do that one over there. And that one right there. These... Yeah, we've got oak saplings, all good. We've got some infested leaves. These are going to infest all over, and we're going to get a bunch of string out of it, basically. And what I am going to do is I'm going to make another crook. I don't accidentally want to, like, break it with this one. We do that. Yeah, there's way more than 64 blocks right there. And Ultimine can only go up to 64 blocks, if you didn't already know. So yeah, tips and tricks. What have we got right here? That's the crafting on a stick. It's going to give us something random. Oh, we got an oak drawer. That's actually really useful. 3 oak drawers. Love it. Nice one. So, tips and tricks. Funny enough, it gave us a drawer, which gave us another one of these, which gave us a bit of a bit more oak logs. That's really useful. Are you done yet? No, there's one up there. Oh, he's just converted. There you go. Nice. There's some string. Now, what I'm probably going to do, we're going to have enough to do this, I think. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I'm going to make myself a quickie bed because I think it'd just be nice to be able to sleep like straight away. So I'm going to pop that one there. Love it. Okay, let's automine all of those. No, I knew that would happen. Damn it. It's fine. We've got enough right there. So with this, we can make ourselves a string mesh. I probably should be looking at the quest and showing you what I'm doing, basically. But this right here is going to get us a string mesh right there. We also need some oak sieves. Let's do that. Oak sieve. So that one there. Sieve. There you go. Oak sieve. And now we need to get ourselves some cobblestone. That's what I thought it was. Yeah. So if you empty your hotbar right there, shift right click, and it will get you all of these different pebbles. And you could probably get yourself a auto clicker to do this, but it doesn't take that long. Like, you don't need to set up an external piece of hardware to do this. There you go. So there's stone pebbles. Are you stone pebbles as well? Oh, you're andesite. Okie dokie. So there's some cobblestone. Stone Age. Woo. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a bit more of this. We make ourselves like a furnace and stuff, right? We could spam it as well. Should be okay. Right, I'm going to get 32 of these stone ones, because why not? Oh, 33. There you go. You can actually throw these. Oh, no, you can't. Never mind. There you go. So, with that one, we can make ourselves a quickie furnace, which I'm going to put right there. We are going to put in a couple of... Yeah, we could do that. You know what? Let's put 3 in there, because that's how much an oak plank can do. 2 oak planks can burn 3 things. We'll get ourselves some torches. Although, to be fair, we don't need it, because we can just go to sleep. Right, there you go. And with that, we can get ourselves a few more torches, because we have got 1 torch that you start with. So I'm going to put 1 in some of these corners, I think. Put 1 over there as well. There you go. Mine these down, because we don't need these here. Thank you. Now, we probably should expand a little bit, shouldn't we? We should probably have like a bit of a expansion area. But I kind of want to do that with cobblestone, because we might have some lava-y stuff later on. And we don't want to do that with cobblestone, with like wood, for example. Because if we do the floor out of wood and then lava gets onto it by accident, it will set on fire and then our whole thing will be on fire. I'm just worried about that, basically. Let's turn that into tiny charcoal. We can use those later. So, this one wants... Oh, it gives us more. I like that. So, we can get ourselves a compressed cobblestone. Andesite right there. We can get a little bit more, can't we? There you go. So we could do one of those. I think if you press K when you've got the crafting table open, yeah, you can do a compressed cobblestone, basically. This thing just compresses up. You can use a hammer on this as well, which is the next step, I believe. Oh, nice. Oh, that's actually really useful, because we can uncompress these. And that'll be part of the quest. So that's actually part of this quest, to get gravel. Nice. The next thing it wants us to do is get a hammer. So I believe a hammer is just done like this. Get yourself a hammer like that. You can make a compressed hammer as well, but we're not going to do that just yet. Although, that does give us an enchanted book. So, I should probably say what today's goal is going to be. Today's goal, we're going to make ourselves all of the stuff in chapter 1 right here, starting out, I want to do this in today's episode. By the way, this is always pinned now. It doesn't matter what pack you're in. It always starts off pinned. So you can unpin it like that, and it just gives you a bit of extra room. I think I prefer it that way. There we go. Oh, yeah. So we actually need, if we have a look like this, take a piece of sand, hammer it up. That gets us a bit of dust, which we can then, a little bit of dust. Okay. Good stuff. So with the sieve, what we can do is I can pop it right there. We can stand on top. We can put a mesh in there. Now you can have multiple sieves all connected up and everything. We're just going to start with one. We haven't got that much stuff, do we? So let's take this and I'm just going to stand here. Fingers crossed. Okay, we've been very unlucky right here. Very unlucky. Oh my goodness. Can you actually do anything with these? Wait. Should be a sieve thing. Yeah, there you go. So we should get all of these things. There's only a 20% chance on that one right there. Oh, there you go. We've got a piece of iron chunk right there. That's what I was actually looking for. I was looking for the... I was looking for this, the flint. There's another piece of flint. Lovely. Yeah, this one's really pants. We need to get like as much iron chunks as we can. 4 iron chunks gets you an iron ore, and then you can use the iron ore in like a squeezer. One of these things, mechanical squeezer, and you get like a decent amount out of it. You can even do it in just a basic squeezer. Probably what we'll end up doing. So, yeah. I'm also going to put the sand and the dust through this as well, because I believe they give you stuff. We should probably look that up though, shouldn't we? So, what you want to do is use JEI and go to like the sieve area. So this one, ooh, this one can give you Certus quartz. And it can give you iron nuggets as well. That's kind of good, actually. It's a really pants chance, though, isn't it? It's like a 13% chance. And there's a chance that you get 0 out of it. So flint mesh, flint shears. There you go. I'm going to put that flint mesh in there like that. And I'll put the dust through, and it just gives you better chances at getting stuff. Nice one. There's another thing in this down here is where we can get ourselves a stone generator. So I really want to get to that point and maybe get ourselves all the way over here. Maybe to the diamond one at least. I'm not sure yet. But yeah, for right now, we need to get some leaves. We need some water. So is it like this to get water? Yeah, okay. I know what I'm doing, but I do. There you go. We're going to make barrels. I just prefer the sound of barrels when they open up and stuff. It's just a weirdness, isn't it? So let's chuck all of this stuff away in these 2 barrels. And I'm going to grow up some trees, and I'm going to use the flint shears on them. So let's put a tree right there. There you go. Flint shears on the leaves. Leaf it out. Love it. And we're going to use... this right here, we're going to use the torch. And we're going to put some leaves in here to get ourselves some water. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. I believe you can put some of the dust in there when it turns into like a whole bucket of water. And you can get clay out of it. Although, I don't know if that's the case. It does say barrel, doesn't it? Oh, maybe it wants us to fill this. So we are going to make ourselves a oak barrel right there. I wonder, is this still a thing? Wait. Glass, and make ourselves some bottles, and then we use the bottles to transfer it over from the crucible. Right, before we do anything, let's try it in the crucible first. Yeah, it doesn't work, does it? It's fine. It's fine. We know what to do at least. In the meantime as well. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, there you go. So it's got 4 in there right now. It'll make us another bucket. We actually need 2 buckets anyway, right? Or do we? Yeah. Aha. Apparently, yeah, you need a bucket to get this out of here. So we either need to wait for it to rain, or we can just sieve for a little while. So I'm actually going to use these slabs that we've got. 1, 2, 3. I am going to just make a little area, basically. I know I said I wasn't going to use the planks, but now it's like a square area. It makes a bit more sense, doesn't it? So what we're going to do is we're going to get a bunch of cobblestone. I don't think any of these are... Okay, there's the stone one. So I could just sit here for a bit, to be fair. And just spam click this. Ah, diorite. I didn't see those ones before. Anyway, you pop them up like this. What I tend to normally do is if I do something like that, and then maybe put a couple of these down like this. Okay, that one doesn't have any, but you know what I mean. And then you can just hold right click. And then you can literally go out if you want to. And it will go off and it will make you all of this if you're holding shift. We're not going to do that. I'm just going to hold this for a bit. And then what I'll end up doing... Press K on those. There we go. Wands or construction sticks. Yeah, construction sticks is in this. Cool. Okay, we'll get some... So that is 1, 2, 3. There you go. That is a construction stick right there. And then these only do 3 at a time. So you could just do something like that, basically. And now we can vein mine that whole thing right there. I'm actually just going to use gravel. Probably a good idea, isn't it? Oh, finally. We managed to get to the point where we've got... And we are just going to straight smelt these, by the way. There's no point in using a pickaxe on them. I don't believe, anyway. I don't think we're going to get more than one raw out of it anyway. So, yeah, here we go. This is going to get us a bucket. That's a bit of a side quest for us. As you can see, I've been trying to semi-organize stuff. So these are all the drops we got so far. Is it this one that I've been... Yeah, I've been dumping all the pebbles in this one for now. Stick all of those things away as well. Stick that one away as well. So this, we can now... There you go. We've got a bit of iron. We can now use the bucket. And I am actually... I've just thought about something. We should just make an infinite water source now, shouldn't we? And I am going to put one... Oh, the annoying... Yeah, actually, yeah, we can put one there. Put that one there. And put that one there. And there you go. Infinite water source. Perfect. We don't actually need the oak... You know what? Oak crucible. You can just go. Leave us. Leave us. There we go. And then this one, we can at least use that water to get ourselves some clay. There you go. Porcelain. Porcelain bucket is what you normally get. But we're not going to do that because we don't need to. But we do need an unfired porcelain crucible. Yes. So the way that we get that, we can either sieve a bunch of dust to get ourselves... So if we have a look at that again, the porcelain clay. Sieve a bunch of dust to get ourselves some of the bone meal. Because if we have a look in here, you can sieve the dust. And as a flint mesh, you can get... It's an 11% chance. It's actually not too bad doing it that way. But there's another way to do it. And we're going to do it the other way, which is more vanilla. I think we need to do this, don't we? And then... There you go. There's a composter. So we're going to use the composter, which I always forget about, if I'm honest, most of the time. You stick a bunch of leaves in like that, and there you go. You get yourself a bone meal. You see that as well. That was actually quite good. We got... That's actually doing really well right there. There you go. Both of those actually raised that up. Pretty good. So we can put our clay down like this. Uh-oh. Okay, yeah, we want to save that because it could have gone out the side there. That would have been disastrous. Not really, but you know what I mean. Anyway, we can use that to make ourselves porcelain clay. Should be looking at the quest, shouldn't I? Should definitely look at the quest. You actually get 2 clay out of that. That's pretty good. And now what we can do is we can make ourselves the unfired crucible. Stick that one in. Now this one is 100% going to give us lava. Ah, and we've already got a bucket for it. But I believe you need 2 buckets. But no, you don't, because we know a way of getting a different bucket already. Yes, I like this. So, ooh, yeah, that's a point. Stick all of these in here. Basically, I want to get 3 more porcelain clay. Because if we can get 3 more, we can make ourselves a porcelain bucket. And then with the porcelain bucket, we can use that for the water. I'll tell you for why. if we have a look in the quests, this right here, a stone, what is it? Stone block generator. It either needs a porcelain water bucket. So we can make the porcelain water bucket and we can make the lava bucket easy enough. That is a good point. So I'm going to use this one over the, thing right there. Can we maybe, you know what? Can we use granite? Oh, we can indeed. All of it. There you go. Porcelain bucket. We can use this one on the water now. And then when this one is done, we can use it on the bucket right here. And then we get a bucket of lava and bucket of water. Make ourselves the stone generator. Perfect. I fell off. And I hurt myself. Whoops. I was aiming for the water, if I'm honest, but I missed. If you fall off, I'm not going to do it again. Maybe I will do it again. Let me eat up first. Yeah, if you fall off, it's got that thing where it will spawn you at the top. So there's no void, basically. It will just spawn you directly at the top again. And you fall back down. And you don't die if you do that, basically, is what I'm trying to say. So we can fall off again. I'm going to see if I can... There you go. So we fell off and it makes you blind for a second. And then I want to see if we can... Yeah, we land in the water. Always good, isn't it? Nearly done on the lava. And then we've got the water already. And that will make us a stone block generator, which has only got a speed modifier of 1. I might upgrade it. I think what we'll probably do is we'll probably just not upgrade it to begin with. I know it's part of the quest, though, isn't it? It's part of the quest to go all the way down here. Oh, yeah. That's another reason. I wanted to use the stone pickaxe on our furnace, like that, because that was part of the quests. There you go. Let's stick those ones back in. There you are. So that is... more food. Always good. Always good. Now it wants us to make a copper ore hammer, which means we need to get a load of copper. Which is fine, because now we don't have to click on the floor again, because we've got ourselves a bucket right there. There you go. And I believe you get your lava bucket back, or you get the bucket back at least, right? So if I do that, you get both buckets. Of course you do. Yeah. There you go. Don't pick up the lava with the porcelain bucket, otherwise it will just get used up if you try and, like, you know, place down the lava wherever it is. So that's really cool. So we got the stone block generator, which I'm going to put right there. Are you going to put into here? How do these things work? Have I done this wrong? Usually they output to the top. Should we have a look at what it says right here? These generators actually work a little differently than you may expect. The first tier of generator you use will make all the same materials that you need with different inputs and focusing blocks. Ooh, that's actually really cool. So if we do this, that is really cool. Okay, so we do need to put like a lava bucket next to it, and you can put a piece of stone in there, and then it has to have water and lava on like either side. I really like that. I think that's less OP as it could be, basically. So just lava and water, and it will make us... Oh, that's really cool. It gives you like a bunch of stuff to sieve as well, which is great. Oh, let me get a bone out of it. Lovely. Shears as well. Lovely. Right, so that is not at all where we want to put it. I am going to pick that one back up. Right, this is what I meant over here. Yeah, obviously, because yeah, it doesn't like it if you waterlog stuff over here. So there we go. We've got it right now, and it is producing a lot. A very good amount, actually, of cobblestone. So we no longer need to, punch the floor. Unless we, like, you know, need some andesite or something. I'm going to throw those away as well, because we don't need them right now. So, yeah, there we go. So that is the cobble gen. So that is going to be this line right here. Now, it does want us to make a simple compacting drawer, which is actually a really good idea, because you can stick that on top of that. Right. I'm currently making myself some flint meshes, because we are going to make just 3 more of these, I think. We're not going to make too many, because ideally, at some point, we're getting to automating it. Oh my goodness, it is a miracle. It auto-filled into my hand when I was out. Look, I'll show you, actually, if I do 1, 2, 3, 4. If I do that. See that? It auto-filled into my hand, so you don't have to, like, scroll over Oh, I love it. That is amazing. That is a real big pet peeve of mine, where you have to put like your whole bar as the gravel, and you have to scroll every single time. Whereas this one, you just have to hold down right click. Nice. So we got some. Yeah, we got 4 right there. That's perfect. I can upgrade one of these to an iron one. That'd be really useful. So you can pop one of these out. You can put it in bit of iron like that, and you can get yourself an iron mesh. Does it? Wait, if I do this, yeah, it will only do that one iron mesh, which is kind of okay. Time for a Civ update. We are currently rocking all of the iron meshes. We got 4 iron meshes. I'm just about to upgrade 2 of them to be the gold meshes, though. So we're going to do that right now. Let's get rid of these. Just like this. And then I'm going to use my diamonds. It's probably a bad idea to do it straight away, but there you go. Oh, and also, yeah, keep it in your inventory for a second. Otherwise, it won't be registered. Just like that. That actually didn't take very long at all. We've got 4 sieves. And we got a bunch of materials right there. I am still going to be... Oh, you know what? You know what? I just remembered something. I was supposed to make a compacting drawer, wasn't I? A simple compacting drawer. Redstone right there. Can't remember where we got the redstone from. I think it was dust, maybe. But from here, all we need to do is make one of those. Make one of those. And there you go. That is another quest done. So instead of using a drawer over here... I'm just going to get rid of this one. We can put a compacting drawer. Now, it's not actually going to do anything until you put some cobblestone in there. And there you go. I just realized that we probably should have made the ore hammer a while back, because the ore hammer is awesome. So you can hammer things. So like the raw versions of things, you can hammer them. And you can get double. So we could have got double of all of our stuff if we'd have just... I'll tell you what, I'll show you what I mean. Let's get 4 pieces of iron, for example. And we place it right there. You can mine it. You can get yourself the raw version of it. And then with the raw version, you can put it with the ore hammer, which we can use the copper ore hammer with. And you can get 2 out of it. And then you smelt those 2 up to get more iron out of it. So, yeah, definitely have a look at the ore hammers to begin with. Okie dokie, there is our copper ore hammer, which is a quest, as I said. Now, there is also the squeezer. We could make the squeezer right here. And I don't know why we want to make that right now. You can use it because sometimes... Oh, actually, yeah, this is actually a really good idea, making the squeezer. Okay, I get it. I get it now. Right, there you go. There is the squeezer. And for now, I'm just going to stick it there. And what you can do is you can put a pressure plate next to it. So you are going to have to jump up and down on this until you get the mechanical squeezer. But you jump up and down on it like this, and it will squeeze it. And I just got 8 pieces of copper out of 1 copper ore. And then you stand on the pressure plate, and then you jump back up here, basically. What I always tend to do. Right, I was just looking into how we get a mineral sapling so we can do some stuff with integrated dynamics. Specifically... I don't want to do the jumping up and down anymore. I just don't want to do it. So, okay, we've got to do it this last one at least. That was for some osmium. Pretty sure we need osmium later on. So, yeah, I was looking into how to automate that. Well, it doesn't look like it's in our path. Let's just say that for now. We need to get ourselves what looks like some moss. And you can get moss from grass seed. So, we should probably automate getting ourselves some dirt. I think that might be a good idea. Now, if we have a look, we're getting there with this. We do need to make a magmatic to begin with. At some point, we need one of these to progress. Generators galore is right there. And then this one here. If you want to get started, then, yeah, there you go, chapter 2. So chapter 2 is going to be all about generators, I believe. All of these different types of generators. We've got farming right here. I'm not going to show you the ATM Star recipe because it's actually not in the beta pack, but... it will be in the full release when it comes out. But I feel like we've done a decent amount in episode 1. I know I said I wanted to complete the chapter 1 starting out. Oh, why did I do that? It just flung a bunch of it off the side there. Damn it. Oh, well. Do you know the funniest thing? I never normally do that. I never normally click that button because I always want to see what I've got, like what quests I've completed. And a load of people always say it in the comments, like, oh, it pains me that you haven't done that. So, yeah, at least we got the frog lights, eh? There you go. Right, did we get... Yeah, we got some grass seed. We didn't get any of the... Oh, and that's how you get deep slate. Awesome. So we actually need the deep slate later on. I wonder if you can use the cobblestone generator thing or the generator, stone generator. I don't know. You might be able to do that. But yeah, anyway, I am just going to continue doing these ones. That looks like right there, the thing we need. Mycelial spore. Perfect. That is a quest, by the way, that we're not going to take right now. Okay, it doesn't come with rewards, but from that, we can get ourselves some witch water. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I am going to end the episode here because otherwise this will be a stupidly long episode and I want to get one out for you guys. I'll probably have, well, I definitely will have another episode on this tomorrow. Keep an eye out for that one. And yeah, I will see you in the next one. Bye.